I was lucky enough to come to San Diego about 11 years ago, and my husband got a job at San Diego State as a professor there, so I hopped on that train. We'd actually just been married a week before we moved out here, so it was baptism of fire. We moved out here, he started his new job, and I started to study theatre and drama at San Diego State, a master's degree in that. So yeah, and who does not want to come to San Diego, let's be honest. So as a world-class triathlete, I'm training full-time, and depending on the time of the year and the races I have coming up, that can be anywhere from 25 to 40 hours a week of just pure training. So that doesn't include, you know, stretching, massage, getting to the training, coming home from it, packing, sorting out nutrition. So it really is a 24/7 job, but I love it. So on any given day, I generally cover all three sports. So an example of a day would be I get up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning. I do about an hour and a half in the pool, normally about 5,000 yards, and then I'll hop on the bike, and I'll do anywhere from kind of 50 to 100 miles on the bike, and then I'll hop off the bike and run anywhere from kind of 5 to 15 miles. So yeah, the days are long.
Are you eating anything while you do that?
Are you kidding me? I'm eating everything. Everything I can get in sight. I might be a wee thing, but I can down it. So yeah, I mean, I'm generally looking for about sort of 200 to 300 calories per hour that I take on board when I'm training, because you need that kind of fuel in your system, especially as the hours progress in the day.
Are these just energy bars? What are they?
No, I do a whole combination of whole foods, so you know, whether it's fruits, dried fruits, nuts, bars, gels, in between maybe it's, you know, sandwiches, meat, salads. So I have pretty much anywhere I go, I have a massive bag, like a big freezer bag of food that goes everywhere with me, including the cinema. Generally, triathletes, their careers span up until probably competitively about 40. Maybe you can push it a little bit longer depending on how you take care of your body, but certainly as a sport, you know, we have triathletes up into their 80s, which is wonderful, and starting as young as, you know, 4 and 5. So it really is a sport for the masses. But yeah, at this level, it's a lot of work. Your body starts to fall apart. So I'm getting over that 30 mark. I have to start looking after myself a wee bit more.
The hardest part of a triathlon for me has to be the swimming. Sometimes it's just a little too tough to just jump into super cold, ice cold water. Swimming is the first part of a triathlon. It starts off with swimming, then biking, and then you end it off with running.
Now, is it true that when you first started this week of training that you didn't know how to swim at all?
You can say that. I kind of didn't know how to swim. I knew how to jump in the water and get to the other side, but I was taught the proper way of swimming, so that's one thing I did learn.
But how in the world can you learn in 1 week to swim in open ocean? Is that what you did during training?
Yes. Well, but the coach like Lesley and the people she works with, you can learn anything in a week. So.
Plus he's tough, let's be honest.
Where did you train for your water training during the week?
We trained in a pool in La Jolla, one of the pools there, and then we also trained open water in Ventura Cove, which is a great place to practice it, just because it's quite flat, it's protected, we have buoys out there, there's lifeguards, so there's a lot of safety precautions. Yeah, and Theo was great, man. He just jumped straight into it.
You didn't panic at all, truthfully?
Well, not quite.
Not as bad as you would have thought, but there was a moment where I did shut down. I wore myself out too fast, and it took a while to get back, but I got back.
You were in deep water, though. What did you do?
Just take my time. With the wetsuit, it actually helps me float, so I would take my time and, you know, regain my breath and work my way back to shore.
Look at these pecs, let's be honest, those pecs sink. There's a lot of muscle there.
I don't believe competing in a triathlon would change me anyway. I'm so used to competing. I've been competing my whole entire life. I see it as something fun, especially in a triathlon, because everybody has the same goal. Not everybody can do the same thing, but everybody's main goal is just to have fun and finish. I see myself as a physical therapist. I have a passion for helping people, especially when it comes down to sports. Myself, I've actually tried to be a part of everything in the world. So, you know, being a part of every sport, you know, there's also injuries. So I also want to be that person to help people recover. So I see myself becoming a physical therapist.
Do you really think you could smoke her in a 100-yard dash?
Yes, of course. Oh, I will burn this lady.
Yeah, he's totally right, man. He would kick my arse.
Anything else, she would win.
That's all right, though. I reckon I could beat him at eating, so that's fine.
Good luck with that.
He's got bigger guns than me, but I've got a better six pack, so you know, it's kind of tit for tat.